that trend on 2nd and goal. Namath going to run a sneak. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Here's Pollard, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. The Hall of Famer Ty Law coming up from the secondary to make the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, it's Brady. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The 71 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
But sometimes, Brent, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Running right, here's Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll run. It's Sanders. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now a give right side. It's Sanders. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a A carry for Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a give, right side. Sanders. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, it's Sanders. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Seattle.
Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's Holmes. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
A former rushing champ and 3-time All-Pro, it's Priest Holmes.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down now, it's Holmes, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. To throw is Montana. Gets it to Gordon. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it. Here's Okoye. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Okoye. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Decision time, opening drive here. What would you do?
There is no decision for me. I'm the visitor. I'm on the road.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Christian Okoye taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and 7. Here's Brady. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And once again, this is Sanders. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
and they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run with Holmes.
And they can't bring him down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Joe Montana here going to the air on first down. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Holmes. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 3rd down, Holmes. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Carlson is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 76 yards.
And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room.
On first down, Montana.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on second down.
Montana. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 47. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here.
So after the INT, it's Brady. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Brady now on first down. And Sanders has got it complete. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Texans on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is now 14-10.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
1 second, all that remains.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter.
This fielded right at the goal line. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moss. Now a give right side. It's Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football.
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Houston. Randy Moss, 54 yards. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. On for the extra point is Folk. It's good, and it's 21-10. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Montana. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They will look to throw. Montana completes it to Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First and 10 for Montana and company. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away but could not. Quiddy Pay. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter. Touchdown! Josh Gordon, 52 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Already speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him. Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And second down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Brady going to throw.
Oh, going for Sanders downfield.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
A quick throw by Brady, complete.
Touchdown, Texans. Randy Moss, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Folk connects on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
A fairly short kick from the 14. But able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
On the carry, it's Holmes.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Operating out of the gun, here's Montana.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They read zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. That's complete. It's Gordon. That catch good for only a couple. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Montana. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Brady going to look to throw to Jefferson on the slant. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On first down, Sanders. Credit Melvin Ingram, able to get into the backfield and make the stop. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Second down, and back they go to Sanders. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On third down, it's Sanders, and he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody. And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On play action, Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. Oh, what a grab, Moss. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he... Takes it inside the 40. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brady. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Seattle. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first carry now for Reggie Bush. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen escaping the pressure right. He hits Adams complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run it with Bush, and he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Being chased out left. And this. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Brady now on 1st down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st down, Brady. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Jack Youngblood. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Over the middle, complete. That's Moss. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the 1st as he's dropped at the 46. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll buy some time right. And it's complete to Adams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the 1st drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we, talking to him and the coach. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And the Texans are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. a give right side. Sanders. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll run with Sanders. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now a quick throw to Moss. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Now Brady. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Brady. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. John Ross, 71 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And oh, it's blocked. This is going the other way. And he gets it past the... And the extra point attempt snuffed down.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing now is Allen. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. And Sanders now to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's complete to Moss out of the backfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
2nd down and 5.
Brady now to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A give running left. It's Sanders. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Throw left side complete. That's Moss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the 2nd half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Looking left-sided, he's got a man. That's Moss. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a give right side. It's Sanders. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Brady. He finds his man, complete. That's Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's Sanders, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Moss. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Allen now on 1st down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 1st down, Allen. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. He's at the 40, the 20. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by James. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
On 2nd and 10, Allen looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Calvin Johnson, 29 yards. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. How the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all the
fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Rams on just 2 plays have taken the lead. A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation.
This is intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Allen to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bush. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Uncorks one for Davis. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On first down, Bush. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they will take a knee here. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Now Hunt on the return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Play action, it's Cunningham. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there on the first play of the game. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 31. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And the Texans are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the defense loses him. It's complete.
Here we go.
Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now a 7-0 game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6. And just like that, it's 13-0 early on. Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air. And then my favorite. Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Hunt on the return. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And all the way down to the 42. A huge play there for Washington. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Flush to his right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Now a first down throw, Cunningham. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Cunningham looking to throw. Completes it to Davis. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. They'll go. It's Gibson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. 22 yards. And Washington has made this a one-score game. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing on first down is Brady. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. To throw is Brady. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now 21-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
And Washington now going to use the first.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Now here's Johnson.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing is Namath.
Flushed out right. And right away, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. And the Patriots are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
To throw, Namath.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Brady going to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Sanders. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They do go for it. It's Brady. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. They'll run on first down. It's Patterson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 36, Namath. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Namath to throw on first down.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Have some of this.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense. And the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Fulk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Returning it, Johnson.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Looks to to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, it's Patterson. And some room to roam now. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 6-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Kwity Paye able to drop him for a loss of a couple. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Namath. Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone for a Patriots touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point up and good by Folk. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 83 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Johnson now returning. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days. Offensive line.
And got his man complete.
Another day, another
touchdown with Patriots. Randy Moss, 72 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true.
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2nd and 10.
Throw left side complete. That's Moss. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now Brady again. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans have broken the tie. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is now 21-14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Here comes Johnson on the return.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
To throw on first down is Namath.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
He will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown.
Jonnu Smith, 43 yards.
And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Folk connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And he caught something. And this is going to wind up a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
1st and 10 now. Namath.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And now Nick Folk, his career long 56 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Brady now on first down.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. To throw again on second down. Brady. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Brady going to go on fourth down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
From the gun, it's Namath.
Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone for a Patriots touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Brady now on first down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
2nd and 16.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now Brady. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this one is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. On first down, Patterson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
To throw is Namath.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Namath.
He's going to take another shot here. And it is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for New England. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New England.
Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run.
And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
No, 66. Hey, 66.
On 1st down, Brady. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Brady. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. This will be caught by Randy Moss. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now a quick throw to Moss.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.